Hey, welcome back to Mobility Project Pumpkin Edition 2. It came to my attention, my wife was like, you know what, not everyone is a supple leopard. What happens if you take our good friend, family friend, and this is, everyone should know that this is the Johnson. This is known as Johnson, Aaron Johnson, Esquire, super jock. Just ran a half marathon this morning, and now here he's in the pumpkin patch. Not quite the supple leopard, but definitely leopard. Now, what we're talking about, supple in other places. What does it look like? Juliet's always saying, hey, what's it look like on people? So what we have to do is get Johnson, so just bend down and try to flatten your back for us. So what he's done is at the bottom position, he's rounded. He's wearing flip-flops, which is a different story altogether. His feet are hurting from wearing. But now he's prioritized spine first. So in this position, go ahead and stand back up for me. Could you get down and just kind of let your knees come out to the side? Give that a try. All the way down. So he starts to reverse in the bottom. He's going into the dreaded duck. Leave your toes on the ground. Go ahead and grab the pumpkin. Set your shoulders back. Now let's see if you can straighten up from the bottom. Now it's difficult for him, but what we've done is triage. So from this position, we've got him down. We try to reload. He's already generating tension off the pumpkin. The pumpkin's coming up. That's what a good deadlift looks like. Then he can straighten it, bring his knees back to a little bit more vertical. Now he's in a better position to lift that thing up and protect his back. Okay, so that's one model. The second model would be, and then he puts it down like that guy. Squish! Some little kid killed in the field with your disc squirting out your back. Give me your hand, dude. Have you ever seen this coaching correction? All right, here we go. Now, this time, try to keep your back as straight as long as possible. The two-hand rule means that my hands are going to come apart or change. So this time, we're going to prioritize from the top. How can we get him to load maximally, even into the depth where he's in kind of an ideal spinal position, but not in an ideal depth position? So let's try that. So keep as tight as you can. Load that hip as much as possible. Right, keep going, keep going. It can turn into a squat. So once he runs out of space in his back, knees can come forward. So let your knees come forward. And now he's prioritized back first, now can load, right? And then to retention, he's just gonna pull shins vertical and then deadlift back up. And that's a strategy to get back into position. So if we're having a hard time getting organized at the bottom, then at least I need to organize from the top. Oh, that's all I got. And then use my knees to adjust for position. So it turns out if I'm inflexible in the hips, I'm gonna need some flexibility in my ankles, yeah? And then once I'm into load, I can tension up the top part of the sheet, readjust for vertical shin and lift up. And this gives me strategy for pulling things off the ground. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Don't be that guy.